Passport Hybrid Model 217EXP here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a very good selling floor plan we've seen across several different manufacturers here. And Passport has done a couple small tweaks with the interior that really set it off for me, specifically with the entertainment center. This is a triple hybrid, meaning 3 pop-out beds like we're looking at here, with a big deep dinette slide on the off-door side where we started this video. That's going to give you basically maximum interior space, which is perfect for those rainy days when you're stuck inside. Every trailer does something better than something else. There's a lot of different hybrids out there and a lot of different ultralights. So why look at Passports? That's why I put these videos together. Reliability is the first thing I like to talk about, and that's one of the things you can't see by just looking at photos and whatnot. Last year in travel trailers, they had our lowest instance of warranty claims. That speaks volumes to me. These are engineered well and designed to stay on the road. Smarter features like this, an easy adjustment awning. You see how hard that was? That was just the blink of an eye with one hand, and you can put a pitch on the awning here that'll give you water runoff if it is raining a little bit. Your eyes might not be deceiving you. If you are seeing up here, they do have like a gradient sweep where it's white on the end and it does sweep up to darker on top, just to give it some kind of texture and depth. And then to readjust, that's all there is to it. We just tipped our awning down, tipped it back up, that quick and easy. The skin here with the full body like platinum color package, it just looks really sharp, and it's very consistent all the way through. There is an outside grill hookup here, which a lot of people aren't necessarily aware of. So if you do want to bring a grill with you, not a problem. They use a little bit different frame under a Passport. It's by Bal. It's a long story short, it's basically like an aircraft frame. It's huck bolted together with HSLA steel. I always mix those letters up. In English, that means high strength, low alloy steel, aka thinner but very stronger. And thinner obviously helps save weight. And it is the frame that helps save so much weight on these Passports. The slide systems also are significantly lighter. But again, like I said, lighter doesn't mean like less meat on the bones. They are among our very most reliable travel trailers. I'm starting to see a new style of screen door hardware come in here in travel trailers, and at first glance I looked at it and I'm like, where's the handle? And then I realized it's just this little slider panel here, and it works really well. It's actually pretty slick. Put your finger here, pull here, and that's all there is to it. Stepping inside, it is worth mentioning this is a all aluminum frame and whatnot on this model, which also is helping keep the weight down and in check while the structural rigidity stays up. I don't remember the name of this color scheme offhand. I almost want to say Bayside, but that could be wrong. The thing I want to mention here is you may see different like fabric tones and whatnot, or small tweaks to this model in our picture tours through the camping season here. There's always like mid-year changes for most manufacturers, and I don't always come out and reshoot video for every single unit that comes in. I try to make a good generic stock footage here so that you get a good idea what you're looking at. So the good deep slide here, most manufacturers are only giving you a 2-bench dinette. In the Passport, this is one of those interior tweaks I was telling you. We're getting a full U dinette here that can fold down into a 7-foot bed. So you are getting additional sleeping space as required. The side windows here, oops, I forgot to open that one. So first of all, you get to see there's nicer pleated shades in here, not metal blinds. But we do have sliding window panes that open. A little pocket here that opens with a big fire escape window here that can open for ventilation. You can get some very, very nice ventilation in here. Notice I have 0 lights on. It's still pretty comfortable in here. It could be a little brighter, but this is perfectly functional for daytime camping. The sofa here can fold down into an extra little sleeper. What I do like is that they didn't put this big fancy tufted back on it, so that when it does lay flat, it's actually flat. It's a little more comfortable, and you see how easy that is. Now, a lot of manufacturers with this floor plan are putting the entertainment center right here. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it always kind of felt like it interrupted the flow of things to me. It felt like somebody built the camper and went, oh shoot, we forgot to put in a TV. I don't know, throw it right there. That's what it always seemed like to me. When we spin around here, you get to see that they put the entertainment center in the perfect location up there. It's visible from the dinette, it's visible from the bed, from the kitchen. It's on an adjustable swing arm, so it can pivot around quite a bit for a good viewing angle. But before I get too far along, I want to point out the teddy bear bed ends. And they call them that because it has this nice, soft, plush stuff to it, and they are very plush and comfortable. They're actually pretty nice. Let me get back up here. Couple things. Really, it's this section right here that just really sealed the deal on this one for me. First of all, the fact that the TV is, fully adjustable, you can pivot it wherever you want here in the living space was awesome. It easily recesses back in that little cavity for shipping so that you don't have to worry about, connecting with the slide out. Your stereo here is all-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD. It plays your music outside. It has a Bluetooth uplink. It has auxiliary inputs for like iPods and stuff. And they leave you a handy little device station over here for exactly those kind of things. Now, they put a little coat rack here in this little pocket between the slide out and the wall. And that was a very smart decision because it's a perfect use of a space that's otherwise kind of awkward and goofy. And they did it with style. They did it with some nice styling on this. Nothing is an afterthought. Every square inch of this was really well planned out. Your kitchen here, it is minimal, but it's actually kind of like 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound sack. Oh, you kind of have like a little control panel up here for your power awning, for your slides, your interior lights, things like that. You have a surprisingly big, deep pocket right here. And that's a common thing with Passports. If you notice, that goes all the way up to my elbow, basically. They will, tend to have similar layouts and deeper cabinets than a lot of other brands. Now, this is something I always like to point out because otherwise people don't quite notice, is that they do have this cool little drawer in a door system here. These little fans, by the way, you have a little bunk light fan for every single hybrid bunk in this. A lot of manufacturers are no longer including these. These can easily be $60-80 aftermarket, surprisingly enough, because there's not a lot of companies that build these, so they can kind of set their pricing. The fact that you have 3 of these included in this Passport right there is somewhere between $150 and $200 of just instant savings that you don't have to reinvest somewhere else. This pantry right here is convertible. You can use it like a pantry, or you can take a couple of these shelves out and use it like a closet, like you see from the hanging bar here. So it kind of does whatever you need. This bathroom is very wide open, very comfortable, and has a great look to it. And that's something I was a little surprised about. I've been waiting for this model to come in. I was really excited to see these. I'm a pretty big Passport fan because, again, the reliability factor. When we sell something, I want it to stay in your driveway, and that's what these have done for us. If we've had anything from Passports, it's been like little screwdriver quick adjustment fixes. The rear beds here, all 3 beds are the same big size. Now that I'm saying, I don't know. Now I'm double guessing myself here. They look about the same. They're pretty darn big. Long story short, you could easily fit 2 adults here on any of the beds. Maybe 3 smaller kids if you lay them lengthwise this way as opposed to this way. Underneath this little segment right here is a very large full pass-through storage compartment. And again, every ounce of storage counts. Now what's kind of cool is during the day, you can flip this up and you just have a bench. This is a nice padded bench right here that's designed to give you extra seating space in the daytime, and you get the same thing right here. Now I've seen other manufacturers have a similar concept, but they always seem to have like just common wood panel cabinetry here. It's not something that's reinforced for sitting. This is rock solid. I'm a good 200-pound guy. This fits me fine. Now, the bed supports are built right into the camper here. That's what's holding the hybrid bed up, is this cable system. And you notice it anchors directly into the frame. These beds are rated for over 1,000 pounds essentially. So you do have great stability here. You're never going to put 1,000 pounds in this bed. But if Junior is sitting on the backside here and he's jumping on it and torquing this thing really hard, it's overbuilt so that it doesn't fail. The, even just little stuff like this, they opened up this entire upper storage pocket here for just one giant shelf. Because they could. Just because there was the room to do that, and every ounce counts. Again, 3rd hybrid bed back here. This one has quite a bit of privacy in the back, and actually I've seen a lot of parents use this one as their primary. They'll use this one over here as a closet, because you can easily use these like hanging rods here for hanger space. And then they'll tend to leave the kids up in the front one, where the kids can kind of float around and come and go a little bit. And that's been the way I've seen a lot of families end up using this. Usually mom and dad start up front, an end in the back because there's a little more privacy there. So give us a call, learn a little bit more. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.